receivers each side. Claps his hands, direct snap. He takes off running. Look at that speed. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, in. Field, shotgun formation, looks over the defense. In tight, 2 receivers each side. Keeper all the way, a lot of space, over 30, makes a cut at the 25. Look at that cut, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. My goodness gracious.
Let's check this out. They're going to hit Bryce Underwood, just a quarterback lead sweep here. He's going to get blockers at the point of attack, and it just becomes a read the block, cut off your guys, and go find the end zone type of run here. Bryce Underwood shows his athleticism, cutting back with the vision. Don't be surprised here if this second half turns into a Bryce Underwood show on the...
High school football has turned into a windfall lottery. Even before practice starts, top recruits are signing deals worth millions. For example, 5-star offensive tackle Felix Ojo, the top-ranked lineman in the 2026 class, just locked in a fully guaranteed $5.1 million NIL contract with Texas Tech, a program not even considered a traditional powerhouse. There's Bryce Underwood, the #1 quarterback in the 2025 class. After committing to LSU, he reportedly received an eye-popping $10.5 million NIL offer from Michigan and laughed it off. He didn't even blink. When the NCAA grudgingly embraced NIL, the promise was simple. Let college athletes earn money from their name, image, and likeness. It was pitched as a way to reward hard work, to let student athletes benefit from the fame they bring their schools, all while preserving the spirit of amateur sports. But in just a few years, that ideal has crumbled. In reality, the game has changed fast. College football now feels like a free market arms race, where tradition takes a back seat and the biggest check wins. As one analyst put it bluntly, this isn't college football anymore. It's capitalism in cleats. Messy, unpredictable, and almost lawless. The sport has flipped from best team wins to best contract wins. Recruiting, once driven by fit and coaching, has become a high-stakes auction. In short, critics warn that money is outpacing merit, with the richest NIL dealmakers gaining the advantage, not necessarily the most talented programs. Consider Felix Ojo, the #1 high school offensive tackle in the 2026 cycle. Ojo not only dominated on the field, he also secured a $5.1 million NIL contract with Texas Tech. 4 years, fully guaranteed. He's an insta-celebrity among recruits, flashing his physique and his new rides. Then there's the Cam Newton-style prospect. 17-year-old Bryce Underwood, the top quarterback in the 2025 class. His size and arm have drawn national comparisons to Newton. And even after committing to LSU, he reportedly declined a $10.5 million NIL offer from Michigan. These young men are surrounded by hype and lifestyle footage, luxury cars, elite trainers, even private jets before ever setting foot in a college huddle. Next up is Julian "Juju" Lewis, USC's prized freshman quarterback recruit. Lewis already has multiple endorsement deals lined up. He signed with Athletes First as his NIL agency and inked a 6-figure deal with Leaf Trading Cards last fall, followed by a sponsorship with the men's jewelry brand Jackson. His social media footprint is massive, nearly 200,000 followers, and industry scouts peg his brand value accordingly. On3's NIL valuation algorithm ranks Lewis among the top high school names, with a $477,000 NIL estimate, 6th overall in high school football. In other words, Lewis is already a walking marketing platform, courted by national brands and sponsored training programs. Then there's David Sanders Jr., a 6'6", 330-pound 5-star tackle in the 2025 class. Sanders has turned himself into an entrepreneur. He launched his own merchandise line, hats, t-shirts, and hoodies featuring his name and number, and proudly promotes it on Instagram and TikTok. He's repped by powerhouse agency WME Sports and powerhouse programs like Georgia, Nebraska, Ohio State, and Tennessee are vying to sign him. NIL experts estimate his personal NIL value at roughly $972,000. And as one On3 analyst notes, that's just a baseline for a talent of his caliber. In short, Sanders is already profiting from his prospect status without playing a single down. Across all these stories, one theme stands out. These recruits' Instagram feeds look more like startup pitches than athletic resumes. Luxury cars, photo shoots, branded gear, and taglines fill their social media. The pattern is clear: stars before kickoff, endorsements before enrollment. All this gold-plated recruiting isn't happening in a vacuum. Coaches and teammates are watching and reacting. Some legendary coaches warned early on that NIL money could destroy a locker room. In fact, an On3 survey of 1,400 players found only 8% reported any NIL-related tension among teammates, but anecdotal fears linger. One top coach called NIL recruiting a silent auction to the highest bidder, lamenting how traditional notions of team fit and coaching have taken a back seat. Meanwhile, the pressure on recruits has flipped. Today's prospects treat recruiting like a business negotiation. One transfer portal quarterback noted that his phone sounded like signing a professional contract. He was pitched a $375,000 deal, plus a $75,000 bonus, just to commit on a visit. You have to keep grades, pass drug tests, do everything, but if you do, it's basically guaranteed, he explained. Eye-watering terms for a 19-year-old. Many top targets now wonder, do I even have to play well on Saturday?
Schools are scrambling to keep up. Officially, NCAA rules still bar boosters from directly paying players for commitments, but the line has blurred. Secretive booster collectives now strike NIL deals behind the scenes. NCAA officials recently warned that many of these collectives are just disguised boosters funneling money to sway recruits. We've never let boosters be involved in recruiting. Where did it go off the tracks? The collectives are boosters, NCAA leadership lamented. In practice, parents and agents handle the fine print. These teens have full-time business managers. Julian Lewis is with Athletes First. David Sanders is with WME Sports. And each family has lawyers vetting every NIL contract. It's a far cry from the nostalgic image of a kid playing for school pride. Now it's play in brand or get left behind. At this point, it's like the YouTuber economy collided with college football. Schools are feeling like brands, players like full-time influencers. Every campus has its own marketing arm, and recruits are curating personal brands like social media startups. As one NIL pioneer at Learfield put it, this is student-athlete influencer marketing, where athletes star in sponsored content, not mascots. Coaches now brag about having the most NIL deals on their roster, a selling point for recruits scrolling Instagram. In short, college football is morphing into a professional business model. So what's next? Will every freshman arrive with a marketing deal in hand, or will some balance actually stay in play? And does any of this benefit the game itself? If this NIL saga intrigues you, stick around. We'll keep digging into these billion-dollar recruiting stories as they unfold. Smash that like if you believe college sports are changing forever. And don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives like this.